Hey, I'm Luke Williams with Hoppies, and today I'm going to be showing you how to break down and properly clean a Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield. One of the questions we always get asked is, how often should I clean my gun? And realistically, there's a lot of different answers because there's a lot of different variables, such as weather, humidity, if it's around sand or dust, or how many shots you're putting through the firearm. You need to take all these into account as you decide how often to clean your gun, but at the end of the day, make sure you check with the manufacturer's recommendations. Now, we're going to go ahead and break this down and get it all cleaned up. So just as we would do with any other firearm, we want to make sure that it is safe. You've got the magazine out, as well as you've visually inspected and cleared the chamber, and all of that ammunition and all those magazines in a separate and safe place away from where we're working. Make sure not to skip this step. It is the most important step of anything we will do today. All right, now to break down this firearm, we're actually going to move to the table back here because in order for you to see the sear deactivation lever, we need to be able to get a little bit closer than you are right now. So come on. The first thing we're going to need is some type of fine-edged object, like a screwdriver, and we're going to be looking for the yellowish sear deactivation lever. We're going to go ahead and move that lever in the downward position while we have the slide locked open. Once you do that, you're going to turn your takedown lever 90 degrees, and then when you release your slide, you'll be able to pull it off the front of the frame. After that, we're going to take off the recoil spring assembly, and then we're going to pull out the barrel by moving it a little bit forward, pulling it up, and then taking it out. Now that we have it disassembled, let's get it cleaned up. We're going to be using the Hoppies black cleaning system today. Most people think this is only for MSR platforms, but it actually works great across the board. First, we're going to use the high-performance copper cleaner with a pistol rod, jag, and some patches. We're going to clean the inside of our barrel, and it's always going from breech to muzzle. Once we get a clean patch back, we're going to run some high-performance precision oil through the barrel. Now we're going to use some high-performance gun cleaner in the spray bottle to work on our slide. Once we get it sprayed, we will use cotton swabs and picks to get all the small spaces cleaned out. Once it's all cleaned up, we're going to go ahead and add the high-performance gun grease to all high-friction or moving parts. This stuff is awesome, especially in protecting your firearm during high round count days at the range. Next, we're going to repeat the same process we did for the slide on the frame. Remember, a good way to see where to apply gun grease is to look for areas that are wore down, indicating a high friction area. Now before we reassemble, we're going to use the lubricating cloth to wipe down all the components, giving it a nice protective shine. Once it's cleaned up, we're going to reassemble it and give it a wipe down with a patch to take off any excess from the lubricating cloth. All right, now that we've got the Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield all cleaned up with the Hoppies Black, we're going to go ahead and function test it. We're going to release the slide. We're going to pull the trigger, pointing it in a safe location. While holding the trigger, we're going to pull the slide back and release it. And now we're going to see if we have a trigger reset. There's my trigger reset. And another trigger pull. We're good to go. Now it's time to put this back in a safe location as per the manufacturer's recommendations, or if this is your EDC, get it loaded back up and secured in a holster. If you have any questions, maybe you're new to the gun industry, then please drop those in the comments below. And maybe you've been around for a while and you have some knowledge and tips in the gun industry, then go ahead and drop that in the comments below as well. After all, we're all in this together. If you want more information, make sure to visit hoppies.com.